introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
My name is Travis Bailey. I'm from Cuero, Texas.
And tell us a little bit about your use on the Cuero, what you've experienced with it, and how you use it on your ranch.
So the Cuero, we've been using it for about 4 years now. Our application rate's 1 gallon per acre. We don't bale hay or anything like that. Everything is just grazing pasture. So when we come through and we put out a herbicide, we'll mix a half dosage of herbicide with a full gallon of fertilizer. And we put that out and we're getting about an 80% kill or so. But in areas where I've done it the correct way, which is a 1/4 gallon of fertilizer per acre and half the recommended dosage of poison, we're getting an extremely good kill.
But then you have that extra pass in there.
Yeah, you have that
fertilize, so
you have that extra
you
pass.
can live with the 80% kill.
Exactly.
While saving a pass and stuff.
Especially for cattle. I mean, we're not baling anything, so.
I mean, just you said you've been using it for 4 years now on the ranch and stuff. What's the progression you've seen in the soil where you've used it consistently for 4 years and stuff?
Everything gets better every year. I mean, like the field I'm standing in right now, this is 4 years worth of fertilizing. Year 1, it looked great. Year 2 looked even better. Year 3 and 4, it's just phenomenal. I mean, I can't even see dirt down in here. I can't even see the ground. It's so thick in here. And then right behind me, I don't know if y'all can see it very well, but there's a line in here where we did do the half dosage of poison with a full gallon of fertilizer. You can see right here, there's a line. So we have some weeds that are still, out there, but it's not anything I can't live with. We're using the Plus B, the fertilizer that has the Plus B microbe in it, and we've noticed a lot less grasshoppers and armyworms. To say that it's going to kill them all is not realistic at all. But as we're driving around, like we've drove around a little bit today, and you see small little grasshoppers, nothing big, just like new hatchlings and stuff like that. We found some dead grasshoppers, some dead armyworms and whatnot, but the Plus B, in my opinion, is the way to go.
Tell us a little bit, I know you got a lot of sandy soil. Tell us what you've seen in those soils.
Yeah, in the sandy spots, there was one field in particular. As soon as you got in there, you had to hit 4-wheel drive and not stop, or you're getting stuck. We've hit that field 4 years in a row with Nature's Formula BioSure Grow, and you can't even see the sand in the field anymore. I'm not saying there's not sand there; it's there, but it's so thick in there. You can drive in there 2-wheel drive, and it's not as much of a blow sand as it used to be. It's kind of gotten a little bit thicker and healthier looking, in my opinion. And the grass doesn't stop growing in it.
And how do the cattle do on the fertilized grass versus non-grass? Have you noticed, do they prefer one or the other? Or?
Oh yeah, they most definitely prefer the fertilized stuff. Best example I have of that is in front of my house. It was about 10 acres or so, and I fertilized that 10 acres, and we have about 100 at the time, about 115 cows in that pasture, and all 115 of them were in front of my house on that 10 acres, so everything was gone. Then they'd disperse for a couple days, and as soon as we got a little bit of grow back, they hit it hard. Even to this day, I haven't fertilized that field in front of my house in 2 years, and they still prefer that ground over the other.
I know you said earlier you didn't have to feed a bale of hay last winter. Is that typical, or why were you able to do that? Because the Cuero helped you grow more grass, or what?
Yeah, we had great rain, first of all, which obviously helps. But then in conjunction with the fertilizer, the BioSure Grow, I mean, we had grass coming out of our ears. Typically I do feed hay in the wintertime, but we had so much that it didn't need to be done. We just turned cattle out into basically standing hay patches.
How's this year looking where it has been such a dry year compared to last year?
I tell you, the areas that we fertilized, when we were going through the drought, the areas we fertilized, they stayed healthier. But as soon as we got a rain, it kicked on and it started growing real fast. And I mean, this is where we're at now. It's super thick. I mean, this pasture, it was dirt. You couldn't see anything at all. As far as grass goes, I mean, and now it's super thick.
So if you had to sum up BioSure Grow in a sentence or so, what would that be?
If you're not using it, you're wrong, because it's a money saver, right? I mean, that's what we're all in it for, is make a little bit of money, and everybody knows in ranching and farming, you're not making money, so you have to save somewhere, and that's what we've done with the BioSure Grow. I mean, we're fertilizing for $18 an acre. That's extremely cheap, you know, and having great results. So yeah, in my opinion, if you're not using it, you're doing it wrong.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.